Oh, Batman. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. What you're about to see is another car review. I know, crazy. Filmed around the same time period, different car though. That's what's important. Watch, enjoy, digest, love. Power! Power! It only takes 5 seconds for power to happen. It's like I'm in a 1990s turbo car. The Fiat 500X is not a good car. It could have been a good car. It should have been a good car. But alas, it's shit. It looks cool. The interior is cool. I suspect that the looks are rather polarizing. I love that it doesn't look like every other subcompact SUV on the market. The headlights, they're just silly. Look at these things. I kind of love them. The daytime running lights, they are cool. That is a very cool look on this car. Overall, if I had never driven this car, I'd like it. It's something unique, and that always wins points in my book. Now, would I buy it? Based off the looks and the price? Maybe. But when you get behind the wheel, you suddenly realize why Fiat's failing in America. Brief history lesson here. Fiat first operated in the US in 1908. They stuck around until every country in the world got really angry at each other and started World War I. They reappeared in the 50s, selling some great looking, often fun to drive, but by general consensus, not very well built cars. The highlight of these years, in my humble opinion, is the Fiat 124 Spider. If anyone has one of these classic Spiders, I would love to review it. Contact me. In 1983, Fiat left the US. We entered the Dark Ages. No one actually missed Fiat that much. But in 2009, a merger was formed when Fiat and Chrysler became one. The FCA. The important part of this merger is that the US got a new Fiat. The Fiat 500. Not this 500. This 500X is a big old pile of stinky donkey balls that came later. We have a live studio audience here. The real Fiat 500 was a cool, quirky, little Italian car that handled great and stood out as something unique. With a Barth's touch, it became a little monster. The thing sounds like a teeny tiny Ferrari. Fiat soon realized that Americans, on a large scale, don't want quirky little Italian cars. They want some big old chonkers to bounce around the US in. So, they birthed the 500X and the probably terrible 500L. They did also build a new Fiat 124 Spider, which is literally a Miata. More on that in another video. Let's talk actually driving this car. The handling, it's just not good. And that's what it's like taking a turn in a Fiat 500X. Let's do it again. Let's try to take it fast. You can take corners at speed, but the car will rock itself like a boat when you put the wheel straight again. The amount of effort to stop this from happening, it's just not worth it. And you end up driving slower in this car than you would in an SUV twice its size. But To be fair to Fiat, this is far from a sports car or even a sports SUV. If you're not someone who cares about taking corners quickly, you likely won't notice the faults here. You can throw it into a corner. It'll do it, but trust me, you won't want to. A lot of reviewers seem to praise the handling in this car. They're wrong. I believe this is because the car feels huge when you're in it. So you kind of naturally compare it to cars that are as big as this one feels. Even then, I would feel much more comfortable blasting down the road in a Ford Explorer than I would the 500X. Let's talk power. This thing has a little 1.3 liter engine, putting out 177 horsepower and just over 200 pounds of torque. Best in class torque, which would make you think it was enough. And in some situations it is, but for the most part, this engine feels like shit. When you hit the gas, you get not a lot at first. The turbo lag is truly something bad. There's nothing. And then all of a sudden, power! The turbo gets to spooling and boom, you're accelerating like mad. It feels so powerful, so fast. For about 2 seconds, till it just falls on its face. I've never driven a turbo car that feels this bad, especially in the SUV market. In summary, you have no power, you have a lot of power, you don't have any power. And this makes an already poor handling car so much worse. Don't even try to drive it on a back road. It's so spurty in the way it comes on. You can't stay in boost like you need to. That being said,
it actually feels pretty good on the interstate. You have the power there right when you need it. It's like they designed this car only to drive on the interstate, which may be why I hate it so much as someone who's constantly on back roads and honestly doesn't drive on the interstate that much, especially thanks to Rona!
Fuck you, Rona.
I have not driven the Jeep Renegade, which is largely the same car, and there is another engine option, a little bit bigger, but putting out the same amount of power. I suspect that this would help a lot.
In my Fiat 500. Hey, look, it's a Jeep Renegade! We are the same! We are the same thing! But you look a little cooler. Hey, buddy, we're the same thing! We're the same!
Now, in 2021, this is literally the only Fiat we can buy. The great little 500. It's dead. The 500L, which was probably shit. It's dead. The beautiful 124 Spider. It's dead once again. I love the Spider, but it's literally a Miata. And it's not what the majority of Americans are buying. Mazda is far from staking the entire company on the MX-5. Instead, they sell SUVs that don't make you cry every time you hit the gas or take a corner.
This car had potential. It looks cool, but in the end, Fiat just wasn't ready for the SUV market, or apparently the American market. I suspect we'll see them leaving for a third time very soon.
Oh, hey. I was hoping you would still be there. So, that Fiat was a piece of shit, wasn't it? Alright, I know why you stay tuned. You need that number. What was the Fiat? What was the score? Where does it go on the chart? And the answer is -4. -4. Not great. Not terrible. Not great. -4. -4.